Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing if the Lenovo Duet Chromebook is worth picking up. Now this video is going to be pretty cool and I'm putting extra effort into filming and I'm really happy with how the video is looking so far. So yeah, let's get right into it. The keyboard on the Lenovo Duet Chromebook is detachable and is connected by magnets. Now this is a pretty cool thing because if you want to have your Chromebook be super portable and take it around, like put it in your backpack and you're not planning to do anything productive, you can take off the keyboard and use it just like a tablet, but it's still a Chromebook. And if you want to do some productive work like writing on Google Docs, you can connect the keyboard and it's super easy and it's magnetically attached and the magnets won't give you up, like they're really strong magnets. The Lenovo Duet Chromebook has a 10.1 inch display which has a resolution of 1920 by 1200. This is a pretty good display and is quite good for a Chromebook, and you won't be seeing pixels unless you get up close to the screen. And it's a pretty decent IPS panel. Obviously, it's not OLED. This is a Chromebook and it does cost $300, but it's still really impressive for a Chromebook after all. On the side of it, we have our one USB-C port and no headphone jack or USB ports. There's only a USB-C port and it supports fast charging, and the included power adapter is 10 watts, so I don't know if you consider that fast charging. But it's pretty sad that it doesn't have a headphone jack. But now in 2020, like, you can expect not having a headphone jack for a phone, but for a Chromebook, it's kind of a bit unfortunate and it's a bit annoying, but there's really nothing much other than that to complain. Also, on the other top side of it, on the same side, we have our power button and volume buttons. There's nothing special about them, at least. Thankfully, though, at least, it comes with a headphone jack adapter, so you can plug in your wired headphones, but unfortunately, you cannot use headphones while charging unless you have Bluetooth ones, so that's a bit unfortunate. And for a Chromebook, that's a bit disappointing, but I can't say I have anything to complain because I haven't had trouble with this because I have Bluetooth headphones. But for those who still have wired headphones, it's going to be a bit of a trouble. Now on the back, when you take off the case stand, whatever you want to call it, we have an aluminum design and it's blue and black. Now on the top, because the case pretty much covers up the back, when you're looking at it from the screen, it actually kind of looks like an iPad Air, to be honest. But the design, once you take off the stand, is pretty unique because I've never actually seen a device with two different colors on the back. So it kind of looks like a deep red skin, to be honest. Now, it comes with a stand that is obviously included in the box. And it kind of serves like a case, to be honest, because it does protect the back. And it has a really cool like texture, and it's a really good stand, and it won't fall off easily. Like, you'd need to tug it a lot for it to fall, and it's really sturdy. So you wouldn't be complaining about the stand. It's average, and I believe there has to be third-party ones sold. So if you get bored of this, you probably will be able to get another one. But don't trust me on that. Now on the top, we have two speakers, which are not stereo. And we also have two mics. The mics aren't really that good, but they're still pretty decent. And for Zoom purposes, for example, they're pretty decent and they'll do the job. The speakers are not that loud, but for a Chromebook, they're pretty decent as well. This keyboard is the typical Chrome OS styled keyboard, and it has nothing special to them. The keys have pretty decent travel, and they're not that bad. Except there is one key difference, and that is the fact that they are super squished together, and some of the keys, like the backspace button, are super small. This is partly because this is a smaller about 11-inch tablet, or Chromebook, whatever you'd like to call it, but it's still in the size of a tablet. So that's a bit of a problem, and for that reason, the keys are smaller, and it takes a bit to adjust to typing on them. Now the trackpad on this Chromebook is pretty decent, but has nothing special to it. It's a pretty small trackpad compared to other laptops such as MacBooks and Windows laptops, but for a Chromebook this is a pretty decently sized trackpad, and it's plastic, but that's all Chromebook trackpads are plastic unless you pick up a more higher end one. So there's nothing to complain about the trackpad. The front-facing camera on this Chromebook is 2 megapixels and is really blurry but it's still decent for video calls and Zoom. But it's really not that good, and I wouldn't recommend using it to take actual pictures that are important to you. And now the back camera is an 8 megapixel main camera that has autofocus, and it's still not a good camera, but for Zoom and stuff, it's still pretty decent. So, in conclusion, is this thing worth it? Well, I'd say yes, because the price tag this thing has, which is $300, but if you're lucky, you might find a deal and get it for $260 to $280, or maybe even lower, depending. This thing really provides a great spec package, and the design and everything is really amazing. While the keyboard, yes, is a bit cramped, and it is a bit small, and the display is small for a Chromebook, but it's not something to complain about, and honestly, it's really still impressive how it managed to deliver all of this for a 2-in-1 laptop, or Chromebook if you want to call it, and it still is $300, not over. And it comes with everything you'd need it, the keyboard, and I think it's really good for a Chromebook. Now, obviously, it's not for professional users, so if you want to install Windows 10 on it and do the most heavy gaming and play some Minecraft on it, that's not what it can do. You can run Minecraft, but you're probably going to get 6 FPS. So yeah, in that sense, it's a really good Chromebook for school use because you can run pretty much anything. And for even not for school use, you can watch YouTube on it. You can do pretty much anything that you do with the Chrome browser. It isn't for any intensive tasks, but it's still really impressive. So in conclusion, this Chromebook is worth it, but if you're a professional user, it's not worth it. But obviously, the final call is up to you. But yeah, that's it for this video at least. So thanks for watching a lot. Make sure to like and subscribe, and bye!